Hello Glamazons, and welcome back to my channel. Today's video is I'm hoping it won't be the last. I'm hoping next week, right before Halloween, I can get one more look up for y'all. But if I don't, this is probably going to be the last one of these. It's going to be my last Halloween tutorial for this year. And this look, actually, I'm not going all SFX-y like I normally did. I mean, I am kind of towards the end with what I have in mind, like if it goes the way I want it to, but not quite like the others with the blood and the cotton and the cuts on my face and this part looking torn up and bloody and gruesome. I love that, and I loved getting to do that with y'all, actually, and I hope that really inspired a lot of y'all, just like I hope this look inspires y'all today. And sorry if I look a little bit scary right now. I know I'm just wearing foundation and concealer and brows and then my wig cap, but it's kind of part of the look. Well, not ultimately, but for now it's going to be part of the look. I felt like these steps were kind of redundant for y'all, you know? But today's look, if you haven't told, is called Evil Queen / Witch look. The reason why I said slash is because I feel like this makeup look could work for either or for you. I actually had planned to make this like a full-fledged Evil Queen because I am Queen Hannah. But due to the fact that the lovely mail company did not get my costume and my crown to me in time, I did not get to wear it like I wanted to. So instead, you get your girl in a black and white tie-dye t-shirt from Hollister. Ayy. But I'm actually really excited to do this look with y'all, and I hope y'all enjoy it, and I hope y'all get very inspired and do some really cool looks with this. So without further ado, here we go. Alright, so to start off with, we're going to start out with the eye today, and the first color we're going to use is this purple Morphe shade right here. It is the shade Rosewood. And I actually highly suggest, if y'all like the magnetic singles like I do, going to Morphe, because theirs is only $2.50, and I thought that was an amazing deal. I don't know why, so I'm going to start with that. I don't want to start with that, because that's just purple. We're going to start out with this first light shade in the corner. What is it called? Cream Puff. We're going to start out with that shade there, and then we're going to go into that. Every time I try to do this look, I always want to skip over that part for whatever reason. And I'm just going to use windshield wiper motions to kind of buff that into there. It's just kind of to get the base in and just kind of get the look started. And just kind of lay down some color. Alright. Then we're going to go in with the next shade, which is going to be Bridesmaid. I like this color a lot, actually. We're going to buff that into the crease next. Sorry about that reflection on my eye. That would be the mirror on my Tarte Magnetic palette reflecting in my eye. And this time we're going to use little circular motions to kind of get that in there. And then we're going to windshield wiper it, oh yeah, back and forth. And then again, with a little bit of circular motions and then back and forth. I'm going to switch back and forth a lot because I kind of want this color to stick out the most, if you will, or kind of just get that good base started for it. So how many of y'all are so excited for next week for Halloween? I can't wait. I really hope that y'all do get some inspiration from me for these looks. And if y'all do, tag me in it in social media. You know, at the end of my video or underneath in the description box, I always try to link down below for y'all my social media. So if y'all do end up getting inspired and doing looks that I've created for y'all, or you recreate looks and take your own take on it, tag me in it, and we'll come up with a tag for it. We'll call it hashtag Glamazon Halloween, and just tag me in that if you do these looks. Alright, now I'm going in with that shade Rosewood in the crease. And we're just going to kind of, yeah, buffing that into that crease. We kind of want this to be a little bit crazy because The good thing about this look is it doesn't need to be the nicest and cleanest look ever. Like, if it's messy, that's okay, because I feel like as an evil queen or as a witch, you just are there to slay the day, and you kind of want to look intimidating. So no craps given whatsoever ever about whether or not that dang makeup is looking good. But you do want to try and at least get it blended out somewhat. But how you do it, you can be sloppy. Old habits die hard for me though, so I'm trying to be a little bit neat, but blow it out if you want. Make it very kind of just like all over the place. Like, you can get it a little bit in the inner corner, like right here if you want to. And just, yes, just blend that out. And then I block it for you so you can't see what I'm talking about. But yeah, lovely. So that's that for the crease portion. This look I feel like is very simple. Honestly, you wouldn't even need to do all the steps that I just did with the whole 3 different shadows for the crease, because honestly you can just do the purple and the black that I'm fixing to do and just call it a day. And I'm going in with the Jaclyn Hill palette, the original, you know, the shizness, the holy grail. And we're gonna go in with the shade Abyss or Abyss. I said Abyss. I've never said it like that before. Abyss, which is this black shade right here. It's such a good black. Like, I think this is literally hands down one of the best blacks I've ever gotten to work with. And we're just gonna kind of get a packing brush and we're just gonna pack that on the lid. Make myself look like a dang panda bear almost. Again, just packing this on the lid. Okay. So that's that. We're gonna go, oh, whoa, that looked really creepy. I'm sorry, I just looked up and saw in the, like, viewfinder thingy or whatever, like, I saw myself, and it kind of scared me for a second, because all I saw was, and I was like, oh my god, I looked dead, like, my eyes looked sunken in, and I was like, holy guacamole, what am I doing with myself? But that's kind of what's gonna happen, so. And then just because I kind of don't want it to look quite that black on the wow, on the crease, I'm just going to go in with rosewood and I'm just going to soften that up a little bit there. Just because we don't want a whole lot of black. Like, we want it to look sloppy, but we don't want it to look quite that sloppy. Unfortunately, with this shade, that's what's going to happen. And we want it to look a little bit messy, like I said. We want it to look just very, like, gothic, but not quite to that extent, I don't. At least for me, unless you're going for that look, then you do you, boo, and you make it look scarier than all get out. We're going to take a pencil brush, and we're going to go in on the lower lash with that black shade Abyss again. And we're just going to kind of, I guess you could say, smoke it out a little bit on the lower lash line. Once you have that down, we're going to go in with the purple shades that we were working with earlier, and we're just going to kind of connect it all together. I don't think I've looked this gothic since I went through, I guess you could call it my kind of goth emo stage or whatever, back in, like, when I was a little girl. I'd say when I was a little girl, but I was like 12 or some shit like that. I don't even remember. But, Yeah, it's been a while. I don't think I actually went quite this harsh because my parents would have literally killed me because, like, you know, you don't want your child running around looking like freaking long lost member of Green Day, which if any of y'all even know who Green Day is, but yeah, just gonna kind of buff that out into the lower lash line again, making it kind of smoked out a smidgen. Just going for a very dramatic eye today. Okay. Alright, so that's the eyeshadow portion. Very just... I know it looks bad now, but it's fixing it all tied together in a little bit. Because it's not going to stay like this the whole time. I mean, could you imagine if I said, this is the look, y'all, and I let you go out like this? Y'all would hate me. You would all unsubscribe and leave me, and I'd be sad. No, we're not going to do that. Next up, we're going to go in with the IT Superhero Mascara. I just recently discovered it, and I adore this stuff. It works so bomb. Like, if you haven't gotten a bottle yet, I highly suggest you go out and do that now. I'm going to just kind of put this on real quick off camera. I'll be right back, y'all. Alright, so now we have mascara on the upper and lower lash line. Alright, so next up, we're going to go on to the contouring portion of this video. I'm not going to do traditional contour. I'm just going to be straight up with y'all right now. I'm going to be doing a little bit unusual, to say the least. I'm going to be actually using that rosewood shade earlier I was going into, and I'm going to kind of buff that and use that like my contour today, along with that black shade too. I am, however, going to stick to the traditional contouring technique that I have typically used. I know a lot of people are probably shocked that I'm doing this, and I'm using an eyeshadow, but I am a firm believer that you do not have to stick to the rules of makeup and like what things are to use a product. I firmly believe that. I think that you can, if you are creative enough and you have the vision enough, you can use whatever you want to with makeup. Like, I just recently got the Nudie Patootie palette from Morley. The Patootie palette. I think I actually used that whole palette to do my face one day. Like, I used it to contour, I used it to highlight, and I used it to blush. Like, if you are creative enough, you can literally create whatever look with one thing. So, I say go for it. If you can think it, you can do it. Very Disney of me, I know, but. And then I'm going to kind of touch up on certain spots with that black shade. And just to kind of give it a little bit of a deeper effect. And then I'm going to blend it out just a smidge with my fingers. I'm going to take that contour brush from earlier that I was using. Just to kind of buff it all together. I know, I've never looked better, y'all. Again, it's gonna tie together. I think it's kind of slowly starting to get there. It's just, it doesn't look very pretty right now. Alright, so, I don't know. You can kind of skip this part if you want to. This is just me being me and me, like, old habits dying hard, I guess you could say. And by old habits, I mean something I'm probably never going to stop doing until the day I decide to not wear makeup, which I don't ever see myself getting to that point in life, but you never know. I'm going to take the Per Midnight Masquerade face palette, and I'm going to take this shade Reveal right here, and I'm going to use that as my blush today. Just a word of the wise to y'all if you're using this palette. A little goes a long way. I learned that the hard way when I first got this palette. Because I was doing my makeup and I went in with this shade or whatever, but I didn't do what I just did, which is tap off the excess. Your girl just went straight ham, and afterwards, I swear to God, I looked like a clown, and I was so sad because, like, everything else looked so tied together, and I was like, yes, I look so cute, and then that happened, and I was like, what the actual fluff? Okay, I looked so good, and then you did that. Okay, next up, I'm gonna highlight a little bit. Just because you know how I feel about highlight and blush. Hold on just a second. Haha, found it. My handy dandy M510 by Morphe. And I'm going to go in with the shade Twilight, that shade right there, and I'm just gonna get that on your girl's face real quick. I'm going to put that on the nose, a little bit right there, some on your forehead, a little bit on the cupid's bow, and a little bit on the chin. Okay. Once you're thoroughly satisfied with that, I am going to find myself my angled eyeliner brush real quick, or just any old eyeliner. There we go. Just a regular one. This is my Aesthetica. I don't know if I said that word right, but that's how I'm saying Aesthetica. And we're going to go in with the Pretty Vulgar gel eyeliner and the shade Blacklist. And then we're just going to go in and kind of... No, I don't want to do that step yet. Never mind. Hold on. Sorry. We're going to skip that part. I'm going to apply my lipstick, this lipstick off camera real quick because the whole process with this takes a minute. I don't want to waste time filming it, you know. Not that it's a waste of time to film how I do this, but you have to shake it up and then you have to apply a coat, let it do its thing, and then apply another coat. So it's a little bit of a process, but I'm using the Lip Sense long-lasting liquid lip color in the shade Blackberry. But I'll be right back with my lips done in just a second, okay? See y'all in a minute, y'all. Alright, so next I'm going to quickly show you my trick with ombre lips. One of the most easiest ways to do it is just to take a white shade, like a white lipstick, or if you're like me, using the white NYX Jumbo Eye Pencil, and just putting that in the center of your lips. So, I'm fixing to do that real quick and show you all my technique. And if you need to, you can go back in with that lipstick and kind of touch up on the edges that you feel like just got a little bit more of that effect that you didn't want. And then just kind of let that dry. And that is that lip. Okay, now we're going to do what I was talking about earlier. And we're just going to go in with that Blacklist shade. And then this is the part where you can get creative and just do whatever you want. I'm going to just go in and start like drawing designs on my face. I'm just going to kind of make myself look cracked, like I'm getting cracked open. See, and you just want to go in and be creative and just do you. I think that's the fun part of this look, is just like how you go in and make it look. Like adding little fine lines like this to this kind of gives it more of the effect. But basically that's what you're doing. You're trying to go in and just live your best and make yourself look very cool. Very cool. I don't like how that looks, so I'm just going to take that back real quick and just kind of blend it in with my fingers. Just a smidge. And that's what we're going to do for this look, for this portion. I'm sorry if I'm being really quiet right now. I'm just trying to concentrate on what I'm doing. You don't have to do this part necessarily. This is just something I wanted to do, what I wanted to add in, and just kind of creepify it a little bit, if you will. I think I'm getting a little bit inspo from my high school, my band show. We did this show called Darkwoods, and it was about witches and stuff like that. So I guess you could say this look is kind of inspo from that. But, you know. Okay, so this is the makeup, and if you give me one moment, I'll be right back to say my goodbye and have a wig on. Okay, I'll be right back, y'all. And this is it, y'all. This is the look you can get when you throw in the wig and just the makeup and stuff. Um, I know it's kind of frightening. I saw myself on the screen and I almost had a heart attack. I don't think I've ever quite looked like this before. But this is my look for today. I hope y'all enjoyed this video. If you did, please make sure to give me a big thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. If you did like this video, I hope this look gives y'all some very great inspo for Halloween. And like I said, if y'all do recreate one of my looks, just tag me in it on social media or something. I will have all my stuff linked below for y'all. So I hope y'all have a very spooky Halloween, a great day, and y'all are staying warm in what I'm assuming is some quite adorable fall flannels. And I will see y'all in my next video. Bye guys.